Hey class, as promised, here is the full estate sale shopping trip. Like and subscribe. I'm a member of this really great Facebook group for theater teachers, and last week one of the members sent a question to the group and asked how do they source costumes and props, especially for period type work. And a lot of the responses were things like thrift stores and flea markets and things, that really good ideas, but that's not my favorite way to source these things. I like to go to estate sales, and so today I'm going to hit a couple of estate sales and give you an idea of how I do it. I got $100. That's way more than I normally take. Usually it's about $40. But this is a special day because I'm taking you with me, and it's going to take, we need more than just money for one person. There's a couple of things that I always need, whether I've got a show in mind. If I see them, I'm going to get them. One is shoes, but particularly shoes that are larger than size 7. I know you know this if you're a theater teacher or even a parent. But kids' feet are huge now, and you'll see when we get there. Probably most older generation, their feet are so much smaller. I mean, it's not uncommon for me to find the perfect shoes at an estate sale, but the woman's foot is a size 4, 4 or 5, tiny little feet. Well, that is not the situation if you're doing elementary theater, then you'll find small size feet, but otherwise, the women in my cast of high schoolers, half of them, their feet are larger than mine. So I'm always on the lookout for big shoes, and for us, because I know what we don't have in my costume inventory, I'm looking for long skirts. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. It's because people don't wear them as much as they used to, but we don't have long skirts, and anything period is going to require long skirts because no ankles. And then men are, this is one problem with estate sales is typically the women outlive the men in the household, and so they've already given away or somehow gotten rid of all of the men's clothing. If you do find men's clothing, then it's usually not very good. I'm from the South. We're in the South. Most likely you're going to find a closet that's about a third full of all camouflage stuff and worn out jeans. And so if you do happen to find something great that's men's, grab it, because you won't see it again. Case in point, one time I went to an estate sale. This is an amazing estate sale. It was a man who was, I think he was a home decorator, if I remember right, and his taste was impeccable, and he had cufflink sets, that gorgeous cufflink sets. I bought 4 or 5 of them because I'm, if you're a theater teacher and you're a male, then you're probably in informals quite a lot, and I am. I'm in tuxedo a lot actually my choir teacher function has me in tuxedos quite a lot. So I picked up 3 or 4 of those. One was this really nice set that my daughter found at the estate sale. She was with me. She was 5 or 6, probably 6 at the time. And there was this gorgeous set of cufflinks that looked like pearl buttons. Still, they're some of my favorite ones. Really, really nice. And I picked them up. They were too expensive, I thought, so I wasn't going to buy them. She said, "Daddy, you really need to get these." And they were $50 at an estate sale, which was, wow. So much more than I ever spend. But I really did like them, and she could tell I liked them. And plus, my daughter said, "Daddy, you should really get these." And so I did. And you would not believe, when I got them home, in the bottom of the cufflink box was $500 cash. It was his hidey hole. That's never happened to me before. It's never happened to me since, but it was awesome. And Sarah will bring that up often. Do you remember when I found $500? Yeah, I did. So that was really great. I've heard of people picking up pictures, wall art in an estate sale, and then finding money or secret other art in the back of a framed painting and things like that. But it's always been just stories. But that actually happened to me at an estate sale 2 or 3 years ago. So if you find great men's things, even if you don't have a man in your life, get them, and then find a man that you know and say, hey, I got these are great, and give them or offer to sell them cheap to somebody who needs this stuff, because most of that gets just liquidated. People that don't care about it. And if you see it, if your artistic eye sees something of value that's from a man, then you definitely want to pick it up. In fact, if you're feeling really benevolent and you don't have a man to give it to, send it to me, because I love that kind of stuff. All right, I digress. Let's get back to it. Now, I've got a show coming up. So I'm looking for also anything that would be compatible with Peter Pan. It's not going to be likely, but if you find an old dress it would be great if I found an old dress that would work well with my actress that I've cast as Wendy. Needs something that looks like something, I'm trying to think how to describe it. It needs to look like a nightgown or a sleeping dress or something like that, but we're going to have to look at it the entire show, so I don't want it to be just a plain, nightgown or something like that. It needs to be something where occasionally you forget that it's a nightgown. It looks something more wearable for the show. So I know that's a hard one, but that's on my mind for today. And then in hats, I love hats, so if I see a period hat, I'm going to get it. And then I've bought a lot of these in the past, so if I see wigs, I might get a wig, but I've gotten a lot of short wigs, and so if it's a long wig, something that I can style, then I'm in the market. If it's a short wig, I just got plenty. I don't need them. And I've gotten them at estate sales too. You think that's kind of gross, but nah, it's not any more gross than a wig that you've bought retail and then left it in the choir department for a year or two. I mean, I'm not sure kids are as dirty as anything else, so I don't worry about that. All right, and then props. There's with Peter Pan, there's not a lot of props. I mean, if it's not something that would make sense in the nursery scene, then I probably am not looking for it in an estate sale, because everything else they do is outdoors in the show. Maybe some sort of something that I would find in the garage here might work as a tool or something, not a wrench like tool, but as a tool that the Lost Boys might be carrying with them. I don't know. I'll keep my mind open to it, but I'm not going to just go searching for things, for props for this show. I don't see that I'm going to find specific Peter Pan like things. The reason I'm going to this particular estate sale today is because one of my former students' parents, who knows that I like to do this, was at this estate sale earlier today and said, "You've got to come to see this estate sale. The lady was a ballet instructor and has quite a few things that you would be interested in." And so I jumped up. I gotta go. It's summer, right? You gotta find something productive to do. So I'm headed that way. So thank you, Ashley, for the heads up. She put some of the things she thought I would like on the whole table for me. So we'll go straight on in and we'll look and see what she put on there, and then we'll go through the whole sale. That'll be a good time. One thing I already love about this place is there's plenty of parking. That's always a problem at these things. So be prepared to park and walk if you go on estate sale runs with me. All right, she said that my pile would be right here. Yes, there's the indicator, there's the hat. Well, that's fun. So, they're gonna think I'm shopping off a whole table, but all these long skirts for this, perfect for what we need. Excellent. All right, that's my holds. So this is where we'll start. We got long skirts, boas, costume items. All right. Is there more? Thank you. All right. Always hit the clothes. A really nice, small, extra small nurse's scrubs. I might grab that. That's a good costume item. And the extra small because it's a kid. A kid would fit really great into that. I'm gonna grab that.
Doesn't mean that it's broken because the inner tube is on the inside. This is just the fabric where you sit. The fabric right here is kind of right.
That's a costume. I'm gonna have a hard time not buying everything here. Look at all that. Okay. A robe cloak type thing. There's no way I'm letting somebody else take that. There's two of them. Double trouble. Sorry. Whoever it was that thought they were getting these, you're wrong. $50% off all clothing, $2 each. So guys, this is not normal. Should I grab these? For $2, shouldn't I grab that? I should grab that, shouldn't I, for $2? This for sure. Yeah, I'm getting it. Nobody looks in the bags. What's in the bag? Oh, a scarf. Actually, it's a bunch of scarves, all matching scarves. Now, what is that? Well, isn't that neat? It's a little ballet costume. It's really nice material, heavy. I'll take that.
Okay. Well, thank you. Alrighty. Appreciate it. You know what?
It's a great, big, thick. Is it just one skirt? What in the world? I'll come back. I gotta stop. I haven't even gotten in the house yet. Okay. Doubled the hold.
Yeah.
Well, that's neat.
Nobody in the house?
No, we haven't.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, painting.
Somebody was a pilot. That one's marked $60. Maybe it's for both, since there's nothing on that one.
It's an old video camera.
You know, I need to look and see if these kind of things could be used for communication. What it would take to rig something up to make them valuable to a theater. I mean, I've already got all the intercom stuff I need, but
Industry they have those.
Yeah. They're probably,
Hoi Pori. Hoi Pori? Or Moi Story? Moi Story. Hoi Pori. I think this way Hong Kong.
Are you shopping for somebody?
yeah, my wife.
Okay. That's kind of crazy too.
This way go too.
If she sees something that she's interested in,
She'll
yeah.
yell. Gotcha. Everything in this house is for sale, by the way. They're going to remodel it. So the
Oh,
paneling,
really?
the sink, the
They're just liquidating, huh?
everything. This you want this rail? I'll sell you
This
rail.
really?
I will sell you this railing. I will sell you the paneling. I will
I'm a
sell you-
theater teacher. Railing actually is a great thing.
She was a ballet instructor. I have a whole room back there that's got lights. I've got a big backdrop,
Really?
clouds. I've got the whole costume section back there.
Oh, this is a dream.
Okay.
I might be here for a while.
Good. Make yourself happy. We'll work your deal on all of it.
That's funny. You were joking about the rail, but I might actually do that.
Everything's high price.
Beautiful, huh?
That's a nice piece there.
Isn't it?
That is.
It's gorgeous.
Saying that, that's nice. Make an offer in the sink. I'll say, and on the dishwasher. And on the compactor in the stove, you just do the whole new kitchen.
They're willing to sell everything. Goodness. That's great. I mean,
They said the toilets and everything.
they'll sell the toilets. I've never been to an estate sale like this.
They said the stove, they said make an offer, take it.
A compactor, right? Somebody will make an offer on that compactor because most of us don't have one.
Uh-huh. Oh, that's what that is?
A trash compactor, yeah. Wouldn't that be neat to have? I mean, it looks kind of worn out and all, but nobody's gonna. Most people don't spend extra for one of those things. So. Lots of figurines, huh? I actually might consider that. A steamer. What kind of crazy estate sale is this? You know, it wouldn't be a bad idea to grab those just for the stands. They're $4 per stand. They're nice heavy stands. I'll probably get those. These point shoes probably meant something to her. Lots of costumes. Oh yeah, look at that. Now this one is, the other robe was made out of thin satiny material. This is thickly made. Those other robes, there were several of them that were matching, so that, but I'm grabbing that. Musical instrument cutouts. Look at that. This little bin has probably a lot of great things. Mardi Gras themed. This is mostly Mardi Gras themed stuff. Okay. Shoes. These look like larger size shoes, in fact. Let's see. Yeah, that's probably a size 8. Nothing jumps out at me though. And that little case, is that a makeup bag? Makeup case? That is awesome. I'm gonna take this up and ask how much they want for this. $16, so that lamp for $8, this kind of Art Deco stained glass look.
Except for the back deck.
What do you think of that? That's pretty.
Out there, and I don't want you getting stung.
Where not to go?
Outside.
Oh.
So the back left, huh?
This one here.
The backdrop. Oh, this is it. What is?
Lights.
Whoa! Sorry, man. So sorry. I just bumped him.
She said this was a canvas
A canvas drop.
cloud. Cloud was what she said.
So
I said she was a ballet teacher. They used to do the Nutcracker Suite and all those other little things.
yeah. Oh, I see. What do you want for this? You know?
Oh, come on. How many people will buy on this, baby?
Nothing. I don't know.
Um,
I mean, yeah, it's very interesting. I'll be the one to take it if it's something I can
Okay.
afford. Oh,
right. Well,
what's
I'm going to shoot out and start at $40 and see where we go.
okay? And then it's half off, right?
Sure, I'll do that.
Good. All right, we good deal.
Yeah.
I'll
And
take
I said
it.
There's more props in here.
That's all like a Mardi Gras box, isn't it? It's everything Mardi Gras. Isn't that crazy?
This is the Nutcracker. It's not either.
Oh, that's
This is
Nutcracker. Yeah. Well, that's
She did the Nutcracker ballet every year, if you think about it.
of course you would because that's
That's what she does.
that's her deal.
The ballet.
This
I
is
do
crazy.
that. These lights. Have any need for these lights?
The stands, yes, I'm already planning on
Okay.
taking them.
Okay. Well, then I'm going
The lights are
Probably
probably
not worthwhile.
yeah, but those
Forever.
stands are heavier than the ones I have. So
Okay. Well, I'll drag these out for you.
okay, thank you. What's hot? that was really crazy. I've never been at an estate sale for someone who directed any kind of performing art, which was really neat because I ended up getting some things that you might go to 1,000 estate sales and never find. But also made one purchase for $20, and I don't know what I'm getting. So we'll open it up together. It was they offered me. They made a $40 offer. I countered with 20. She took it. So, but I haven't seen it. I'll show you when we get back. Let's go to the second one.
You too.
How are you today?
I'm good. How are you? Are we doing? Is it full price today?
50% off everything except dollar items.
Really? Okay, great.
50% off everything against the except dollar items. So I can't talk. Make sure to go all the way back through the house, and backyard, and everything. Do you?
I ain't saying it again, Sally.
Well, I love you for something. I just don't know what yet.
$6.
Please do. It'll get me out of here. I don't either.
This back around here so people can get to that.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, this is going back where it was. We'll walk around now. Bread.
Mama, look at this, look.
I'm sure you would like that.
Load it down. I wouldn't break it. Said she was, and she offloaded it right there. Yeah, sure. Well, if you buy something, you can't leave if you didn't buy it.
Excuse me.
I saw that. We haven't collected any money on it. Everybody stuff on it?
Wow. Now that is gorgeous. All these old records. and they won't be touched because they're not country or hip hop. Look at this. Wish the lighting was better. Now this. Tchaikovsky Symphony No. 5 in E minor. Each movement, and I imagine the records themselves are in pristine condition. And then there's Tchaikovsky's Concert No. 1 in B flat minor, London Philharmonic. Looks like they're asking for about $20 for each, half price. I should probably try to save those from extinction, huh? I sure appreciated music. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. Actually, this would indicate, now those are the recent presence of someone of the human male variety. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
consider the men's shoes, except that they are the kind of shoes that you'd end up buying at a thrift store anyway. Okay, well, that was a more typical estate sale. There were some things that I could have picked up. There was a culinary school shirt that didn't have any logo on it that would potentially have been good for a chef. I would have probably gotten that if I hadn't done so well in the prior estate sale. But I did get one hat, one hat for $1. That'll go into our inventory. And I almost bought those plastic toy pistols. They look like pirate pistols for Peter Pan. But I thought, I think we'll go the route of swords and knives instead of pistols for this one. I might regret that decision, but I only had $2 left. And so now my day is finished. I